Hey everyone, I'm glad you're here for another episode of More, as we look at how Jesus came to seek and to save the lost. It's just another testament to how God hasn't left us to ourselves, because without this truth that Jesus came to seek and to save those who had gone astray, there'd be no hope for us. We'd be done. But God came for his people. And there are a few stories in Luke 15, just 4 chapters before Zacchaeus' encounter with Jesus, when Jesus explicitly expresses his own pursuit of the lost. In Luke 15, it starts with the Pharisees and scribes grumbling about how Jesus goes to sinners and hangs out with them. The account of their complaint actually reads, "This man Jesus, he receives sinners and eats with them." But Jesus responds by talking about having a lost sheep, and how a shepherd is going to go after the one that has gone astray. And when he finds that sheep, he's going to rejoice that the one that was lost is now found. And then he starts talking about a lost silver coin and says that after it's found, the person who lost it rejoices over recovering this precious possession. And the final story he tells in this trifecta of loss is about the prodigal son. One of 2 sons took his inheritance and went off and wasted it, eventually having nothing. He went back to his dad and planned to beg, not to have the privileges of being one of his dad's children, but to be one of his servants, because of how he had wandered and lost his way. But the father will have none of it. In fact, there's a celebration over this son who had been lost but was eventually found. And then chapters later, Jesus says, after Zacchaeus' response to having encountered him, "Today salvation has come to this house, since he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." These stories are all pictures and realities of Jesus' purpose. He came to change things for us. He came so we didn't have to wander aimlessly. His precious possessions wouldn't be lost, and so we wouldn't be defined by squandering a holy inheritance. We would have been all of that, but he redeemed it for us. He gave us the opportunity to be found and live in light of that. Left to himself, Zacchaeus would have continued on the same course. But the same is true for us. But with Zacchaeus, you, me, and everyone who has trusted in Jesus, things are different. When you encounter Jesus, you come away changed. You can no longer keep doing the same things. You're not aimed toward yourself anymore. You're aimed toward him. Your life's trajectory tracks with the gospel. We're not wayward anymore because he's come for each of us who once were lost, but now are found. We're blind, but now see. Yes, we were at best sinners, the least of these, those who were far from him. But he didn't just let us go. He sought those who had gone astray and ran out to greet them. He came to greet us, welcoming us back. You and I, well, we're that lost sheep, that lost coin, and those prodigal sons and daughters. But he came to find us. He came so that we could encounter him and come away changed. And tomorrow we celebrate his coming with our Christmas Eve services. I hope you'll join me online at the Internet campus as we make much of what God has done to find us and welcome us in. I'll see you for that. Our service is on Sunday, and then for another episode of More next week. See you then.